Be sure to check out my second channel called Rob Explains. There you can check out videos where I explain things outside of comic books. What's going on, guys? This is Rob, and welcome back to Top 5 Tuesday, a weekly series where we count down the top 5 characters, teams, and concepts from across the comic book industry. And this week, we're counting down the top 5 alternate realities that have ever existed in Marvel Comics. Number 5. Old Man Logan. Centered on Wolverine, this reality, designated Earth 807,128, came into existence when the villains of the planet Earth combined their forces to kill off all of the superheroes, resulting in the United States being conquered and split up into massive sections belonging to various villains. The story tells us that Wolverine was tricked into killing all of his fellow X-Men when an illusion was cast by the villain Mysterio, leading Wolverine to believe the X-Men's most prominent villains were invading the X-Men mansion. But when the illusion was removed, Wolverine realized that he had killed his entire team. Taking a vow of non-violence, Wolverine works on his farm trying to make money to pay his rent to the family of the Incredible Hulk. Joining Hawkeye on a mission in exchange for a large sum of money, their efforts lead them to the supposed underground movement, which is revealed to be a ruse by the Red Skull. With the Red Skull killing Hawkeye but being killed in return by Wolverine, Logan returns home when the mission is over, only to discover that the Hulk family had killed his wife and kids out of boredom. Popping his claws for the first time in the story, Wolverine responds by slaughtering the entire Hulk family. Number 4. Bishop's reality. Centered on Lucas Bishop, this reality, designated Earth 1191, came into existence when Hope Summers, the first mutant born following the House of M event and the depowering of mutants by the Scarlet Witch, went on to massacre 1 million humans. Initiating a timeline similar to the Days of Future Past, in this reality, all mutants are branded with an M on their face and forced into internment camps where they're either experimented on or outright executed. However, this timeline differs from the Days of Future Past in that at some point, around the time that Bishop was 12 years old, Cyclops and his daughter Ruby led a combination of humans and mutants in a rebellion against the US government. Toppling the Sentinel program and freeing all captured mutants, a truce was struck with humans, allowing mutants to police themselves in the form of a group called the Xavier Security Enforcers. Number 3. The Cancerverse. Centered on all of Marvel's superheroes, both Earthbound and beyond, this reality, designated Earth 10,011, came into existence when Captain Marvel of the Kree, unlike his mainstream continuity counterpart, did not die of cancer. Combining the powers of all of this reality's superheroes, the entity Death was completely destroyed. As a result, the many-angled ones, demons that exist between dimensions, seized control of this reality. With everything in the universe unable to die, life grew to fill the universe to the brim, and all things were corrupted by the many-angled ones themselves. However, when a war broke out between Black Bolt of the Inhumans and Vulcan of the Shi'ar Empire, a rift was opened between the Cancerverse and the main Marvel universe, allowing the occupants of the Cancerverse to enter the mainstream continuity in an effort to expand their sphere of influence. While Thanos was able to introduce Death to the Cancerverse by attempting to sacrifice his own life, Death's presence did not end the Cancerverse entirely, and instead, following Death returning to the main Marvel universe, allowed the many-angled ones to continue corrupting life within this universe. Number 2. The Crooked World. As part of Marvel's venture into the United Kingdom by providing heroes and teams for the UK audience, this story centered on the efforts of Brian Braddock, a British superhero using a combination of magic and energy. Designated Earth 238, this reality was the home of the original Mad Jim Jaspers, a mutant with the ability to warp reality on a cosmic scale. Seeking to eliminate all heroes aside from himself, Jim Jaspers was successfully elected to the position of Prime Minister, where he passed legislation outlawing superheroes. Following this, Jim Jaspers created the Fury, a being capable of adapting to the powers of any hero it encounters, but programmed to never attack Jim Jaspers himself. When Captain Britain arrives in this reality, his encounter with Jim Jaspers is short-lived, as the battle between the two demonstrates how outmatched Captain Britain is against such power. Simultaneously, the Dimensional Development Court, a committee designed to ensure that the evolution of universes is maintained, realized that Earth 238 had no superpowered people. But failing to realize that Jim Jaspers had killed them all, the Dimensional Development Court initiated an event called the Big Push, which would introduce superpowers to the reality's population. In response, Jim Jaspers initiated the Jaspers Warp, the name given to the effect of Jim Jaspers warping reality and quite literally bending the world around him. The Jaspers Warp spreads throughout this universe, and with the realization that it would spread into the multiverse itself, The Dimensional Development Court destroys the Earth-238 reality in its entirety. Number 1. The Days of Future Past. While the Crooked World was known for establishing the concept of numerical values to differentiate between universes, the Days of Future Past established the concept of alternate universes in Marvel Comics. Designated as Earth 811, this reality was originally depicted as the future of the mainstream Marvel Universe and came into existence as a result of Charles Xavier, Moira McTaggart, and Senator Robert Kelly all being assassinated by Mystique and her Brotherhood of Evil Mutants. Responding with the relaunch of the Sentinel program, but with the Sentinels becoming self-aware and taking over the Earth, all superpowered people, mutant or otherwise, were either immediately executed or placed in internment camps where they were fitted with collars keeping them from using their abilities. Using a device to temporarily disrupt these collars, Storm, Wolverine, Colossus, Magneto, Kitty Pryde, Franklin Richards, and Rachel Summers make an escape. Using her vast powers as a result of being the daughter of Jean Grey and Scott Summers, Rachel Summers sends the mind of Kitty Pryde into her younger self. Arriving in time to stop the assassination by Mystique, the Days of Future Past became an alternate reality, with the mainstream Marvel continuity continuing on without these events having ever taken place. With that being said, we're going to go ahead and bring this video to an end. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and let me know what your choices are for your top 5 favorite stories or realities in Marvel Comics. With that being said, I will catch you guys later. Peace.